what would you like to see change for Penticton?
I would like to see Penticton become much more welcoming to brands. I think that was highlighted with the Boonstock fiasco. You know, a guy brought a tried and tested brand to Penticton, and it wasn't competently handled, and it could have really brought us some big money into the city. So I want to see much more emphasis on that.
I believe the main issues is sustainability in the city. The demographics getting older and older. There's nothing to hold the youth back. And I think well-paying, good-paying jobs and opportunity is the main issue, is to keep the young people in town. Otherwise, we're going to end up being a very large senior citizen pool.
Okay, and any other issues that you see?
No, I've lived here this time 18 years, and I haven't found much wrong with the place.
I would like the younger workers, those with 2 jobs running back and forth, such as single parents, and the people working out on the highways to be able to vote, and that goes for municipal, provincial, and federal.
Well, I think first of all we got to get rid of the Boys and Girls Club here. We do need change, and that's clear with all the everything going on, like we see in social media. That whole movement that started off as Time for Change, and then came to Educate and Empower, and that really got the people going, and we can see that through tonight, and the fact that we got, I think it's 25 or 26 candidates running. I don't even know. I think we're beating out Kelowna, I think, when people are running. So yeah, I think we need change, and we need positive change, and that's why I'm voting for Ryan Foster. Thank you.
Whoever was handing out this little information piece on the taxes and the debt is offers some pretty interesting information. That's one of the big issues I have, particularly with respect to property taxes. It's interesting that in the last budget deliberations, basically there was a vote to raise the taxes 2%, and the only people that voted against it were Helena Conants and John Vasilakis. And every other candidate, their sitting councillor, voted basically as a slate to go ahead and raise the taxes and spend the money regardless of any opportunities to save. So to me, that's important. We have very high taxes, we have very little for it. So that's what I...
You know, just on a personal note, I'd like to see less emphasis on paperwork, plans, that kind of thing, documentation. I think BC is it's actually a very difficult place to do business in because of the amount of regulation. So I'd like to see more emphasis on people making smart decisions off the cuff, rather than having to rely on standard planning, which can make for a very bland landscape of business.
I'd like to see more development as well.
Okay, as in business or like architectural? Or
real estate development. We need to do something to help some of the existing hotel owners get out of the business and encourage other hotel owners to build new properties that are going to support the convention center and tourism in town. We need to look at how we treat parking. We need to look at how we treat any zoning applications going forward. We need to encourage people to come and invest here and develop here as opposed to discourage them. And we need to let a lot of these, I think a lot of these groups that are asking for money from the city government in order to fund their special projects should be self-funding. I don't think it's the place of the city to be spending taxpayers' money for special interest groups.
Also, I would like to see a lot more public consultation, because what we've noticed is, I notice is, there's a lot of disdain from the public, especially if you read the newspapers. You see a lot of people who have a really polarised view against council because they weren't consulted in the first place. So I'd like to see councillors who actually reach out to the public and at least take a small cross-section of the entire public's view, and then make their decisions based upon that, upon the opinions of the people who elected them, rather than just going gung-ho and making rash decisions which affect Penticton in a bad way.
Want to know what you think the big issues are going to be tonight?
The big issues? I think some strong leadership I think we need to pay some more attention to our official city plan. That's been a little lacking lately, and I think we need a new direction. So that's why I ran in the by-election last year, and I'm hoping to do it again this year.
In big points are community resilience, sustainability, dealing with an increased cost in food and cost of living, and sane reasonability in council, not defaulting to expensive and risky court proceedings, that kind of thing.
What do you say the top issue is?
You know, I don't know that one's more important than the other, to be honest. It's just what's important to the individual voters, right? So everybody's going to have their hot topics today. Sure. Jobs.
Okay.
Jobs is one of them.
Anything else?
Well, there's a lot of issues. You can pick them. There's a lot of them. But I'd say jobs and the economy is one of the biggest.
There's a lot of issues. Money is going to be on the top, I think, the budget.
Okay.
And, you know, some of the mistakes maybe that's happened, and maybe a core review. I'm pretty sure those are going to come up.
Anything else?
Hopefully we'll be talking about the arts, because we need a little bit more support for the arts.
Main issues on the floor, my best guess are going to be Boonstock, tourism, affordable housing, and how to best benefit agriculture.
Woodstock will be one of them,
Yep.
and also the public transportation. And I believe the hospital might be one of them as well.
Well, you know, there's many questions. It'll be interesting to see how they get verbalized. So I'm looking forward to it. Usually it's, you know, financial things, housing, affordable housing, job creation.